Here is your long, engaging, emotional story with a powerful hook and 2 full chapters, no headings, just clean storytelling as you requested. The main character uses a New English male name, Lucas. The storm of flashing cameras, glittering lights, and whispered rumors filled the ballroom the night Evelyn Hart, the youngest and most brilliant CEO in the city, made the most shocking announcement of her life. She introduced her new husband, a quiet, gentle single dad named Lucas Reeves. Some people gasped. Some snickered. Some whispered that she'd lost her mind. But none of them knew the truth she would soon discover, that the man she thought was simple was hiding a past so extraordinary it would change everything. And it was that truth, revealed in a single night of danger, that connected every heartbeat of this story and kept everyone asking, who exactly did Evelyn marry? The first time Evelyn met Lucas, he looked like any other hard-working father, tired, humble, hands rough from manual jobs, eyes soft whenever his daughter, Mia, laughed. She had no idea that behind those warm eyes lived a history that the world wasn't supposed to know. A past sealed behind classified gates. A past that was about to surface whether he wanted it to or not. Hook ends. Chapter 1 starts as a quiet love story, but nothing stays quiet for long. Evelyn hadn't planned on falling in love. Her life was already packed with board meetings, deadlines, investors, and a constant pressure to prove she was more than just the pretty face who inherited her father's empire. She didn't date. She barely slept. She lived inside office towers and between digital screens. But then she met Mia first, crying softly near a broken vending machine after school hours, long after most kids had gone home. Evelyn had stopped on instinct. "You okay, sweetheart?" she asked gently. Mia sniffled. "The vending machine ate my money. I was supposed to get a snack before Dad picked me up." Evelyn laughed softly and tapped the machine. When nothing happened, she bought Mia 2 snacks instead. And that was the moment Lucas walked in, wide shoulders, quiet footsteps, worry written all over his face until he saw his daughter smiling up at him. He thanked Evelyn shyly. She waved it off like it was nothing, but something about him lingered in her thoughts after he left. A softness she rarely saw in her corporate world. A calmness. A sincerity. Days turned into weeks filled with small encounters, at the school gate, at the cafe nearby, at a bookstore where Mia dragged her father to buy more fairy tales. Lucas was always polite, always reserved. And Evelyn always noticed the small things, how he listened intently, how he spoke kindly, how he never asked for anything, but behind that kindness, she caught glimpses of something else, his posture too disciplined, his reactions sharper than a normal civilian's, like he heard sounds others didn't. When she teased him about it once, he only smiled and changed the subject. Still, love found them slowly but completely. They married quietly, against the expectations of every business analyst who called her reckless. Evelyn didn't care. Lucas loved without games, without angle, without greed. Mia adored her. And for the first time, Evelyn felt like she had a home, not just a penthouse filled with expensive silence. But things changed the night she came home early from work. She found Lucas on the balcony, standing perfectly still, eyes sharp, body tense. He looked nothing like the gentle man she married. He looked trained. Before she could ask, a sound echoed from the street below, a loud pop. Fireworks, she assumed. But Lucas moved instantly, pulling her behind him, shielding her with a precision she'd only seen in movies. "Lucas, what are you doing?" she whispered, his jaw clenched. "Old habits." He brushed it off as nothing, kissed her forehead, and held her until she relaxed. But Evelyn didn't forget the way his heartbeat didn't rise at all. The way he seemed prepared for something invisible. 3 days later, things took another strange turn. Lucas received an unmarked envelope. He froze the moment he saw it. She watched him open it with trembling hands. Inside was nothing but a single black card, and a symbol she didn't recognize. His face drained of color. "Lucas, what is it?" she asked. For the first time since she'd known him, he lied. "Nothing important. Just something from the past." But the past wasn't done with him. Later that night, Evelyn overheard him speaking in low whispers on the phone. "I told you I'm out. I don't care what surfaced. I have a family now." A cold shiver ran through her. Family. Danger. Past. The next morning, she confronted him, but he didn't give her answers, only reassurances. That he loved her. That she and Mia were everything, but reassurance didn't stop trouble from finding him. It came crashing in the form of a man who approached him outside Mia's school, muscular, tattooed with the same symbol on the black card. Lucas pushed Evelyn and Mia behind him before the stranger even spoke. "You're needed," the man snarled. "You can't run from who you are." Lucas's voice dropped to an icy cold tone Evelyn had never heard. "Watch me." The stranger gave a smirk. "The Ghost Commander. Hiding as a single dad? Cute." Evelyn froze. "To Ghost Commander." Lucas grabbed the man by the collar and shoved him back with unbelievable strength. Parents gasped. Someone pulled out a phone. Lucas immediately let go and walked away, shaking with fury. That night, Evelyn demanded the truth, and this time he gave it. Lucas Reeves wasn't a simple single dad. He wasn't even a normal soldier. He had been part of an elite, off-record military task unit known only by their code names. His was Ghost because he could disappear into dangerous territories and return without a trace. He left after an ambush that cost him friends, swearing never to go back. He only wanted a quiet life for Mia, but someone from his past had resurfaced and they wanted him again. Evelyn cried silently as Lucas explained everything. Not because she was afraid of him, but because she realized how much he had been suffering alone, trying to shield them. Lucas apologized again and again, but she held him tightly. "I married you, Lucas. All of you. Past included." She didn't know then how soon that past would come knocking, this time with real danger. Chapter 2 begins with their lives spinning out of control. The next weeks were filled with shadows. Strange cars parked outside. Unmarked calls. Mia having nightmares. Evelyn trying to continue running her company while also fearing for her family. Lucas kept watch every night, barely sleeping. "I'm putting you and Mia in danger," he confessed once, voice cracking. "Maybe you should leave me." "Don't ever say that," Evelyn whispered fiercely. "We face this together." But the danger escalated. One evening, Evelyn was leaving her office after a late meeting when two masked men approached her. Before she could scream, they grabbed her arms. "Tell your husband to come back or you won't see tomorrow." A heartbeat later, Lucas appeared out of nowhere, faster, sharper, more terrifying than she'd ever seen him. He disarmed both men in seconds. Not minutes. Seconds. Evelyn trembled as she watched the gentle father she knew transform into a warrior she had never imagined, and that was just the beginning. Lucas realized the threats weren't stopping. So he reached out to the only people he trusted, his old teammates. One by one, they came out of hiding to protect Evelyn and Mia. Former soldiers. Former ghosts. Together, they prepared for a confrontation Lucas could no longer avoid. The final showdown happened in an abandoned shipyard, where the man hunting Lucas waited, a former commander gone rogue, seeking revenge for being exposed years ago. Evelyn had begged Lucas not to go. He kissed her and Mia goodbye, promising he'd return. "You gave me something no mission ever did, something worth fighting for." The fight was brutal. Gunshots, hand-to-hand combat, chaos echoing across steel walls. Lucas moved with lethal precision, protecting his team, protecting the future he refused to lose. At the peak of the battle, he faced the rogue commander alone. "You could have owned the world," the commander taunted. "And you chose a woman and a kid." "I chose a life," Lucas replied, and with one final strike, ended it. When he returned home bloody, exhausted, but alive, Evelyn broke down in tears and held him like she'd never let go. Mia hugged his waist and refused to release him. The danger finally ended. The past was buried, but something else surfaced, something more powerful than any secret: strength. Family. Love. Evelyn realized she didn't marry a simple man, she married a protector. A survivor. A hero who walked away from power to raise a child and learn to love again, and Lucas realized he didn't have to hide anymore. His past didn't define him. His future did. Their life wasn't simple. But it was real, and together, they built a home stronger than any fear, any enemy, any shadow that tried to break them. In the end, the truth didn't destroy them, it saved them. If you want, I can now create 7 image prompts, so package, or a thumbnail prompt for this story. Just tell me.